Want to trade with Rithika? Join Chase at www.laductrading.com/chase.
Hope you had a great weekend. So last week, we kind of discussed how the market had kind of just broken out, and that's the reason we had a continuation higher. So not much has really changed. So this week, again, I kind of see the same thing. I think any weakness will likely get bought up, and I think we have slight bigger weakness, and then we kind of push up to make another high. So kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a wave 3. So I still think we are bullish. So big picture, I am still of the opinion that the market continues higher. I still see us pushing to the upside before the market has any significant drops. So no changes to that part of the equation. When you look at the chart of QQQ, kind of the same thing. Wave 4 kind of pushing up higher into that. Wave 5, so let's kind of wave this. This is our 1, 2, this is our 3, this is our 4. Again, we can remove this. We are right now in a wave 4, go up higher for a wave 5. So we are still holding along this channel. We are pushing up higher. So this is what we have right now. And then this is our level of resistance. So we will come down and retest this 535 level. Maybe right, but as long as we hold over this 535, we very likely still continue to push higher. We are still in a wave 3 in QQQ. So we still have, same as the SPY, we still have much higher levels to go before the market tops out. So still have some ways to the upside. Dow again was kind of the indicator that gave us a clue. So we are still, again, any sell-off likely kind of expected to get bought up and continue moving to the upside. So again, still seeing more upside in DIA as well. We probably, again, this is the channel, probably continue moving back up into the top of the channel. We look at IWM and you can see here, same as the rest of the indexes, we did go sideways and we bounced back into the top of the channel. Now this is super important, right? If we can break out of like 226, 227, then IWM will have a mega breakout. Otherwise, we are still stuck in a channel. Be careful. This is generally where it rejects, so keep an eye on that. Wicks again, we knew when it rejected. We came back, now we gapped up this morning. Again, it's bouncing off of 16.5 resistance. It needs to get below 16.5 and we will come back into 13.85 and even $11 in the market. So that's what we have for Wicks. Let's look at the 10-year and you can see we are still sideways between 4 and 4.5%. We look at the dollar again. It is on support. We can expect an oversold bounce, but it is still pretty weak in the market. So with all that being said, let's look at this week's watch list. Apple went sideways, finally had a breakout. So this week, if we can hold over 213, 214, we should continue the breakout into 220, 225. This is the channel for Apple. I still see us pushing into the top of the channel eventually in time. On the other hand, VLO has also pushed into resistance, but let's see whether this upper level of resistance holds, because this can be a 1, 2, 3, 4 wave 5. So I think VLO could, again, at least given that this is weekly resistance, we will come back down to retest 138, 137. So I am looking to see if we have some weakness on VLO into the bottom retest. You can see we pretty much have rejected this area, so can see if patterns follow again. The next stock that I have is AMD, and again, we've discussed this many times. You can see had a very extensive breakout on AMD from when we've been covering it. So again, we did just have an inside week. So for me, as long as we hold 137, we should still continue to push higher. So you hold 137, I think we go back into 140 and 150 pretty easily. So yeah, if 147 breaks, we probably come down to retest 125, but I still see more upside after a retest. So I am still bullish on AMD. And last but not the least, I have PDD. When we've looked at KWEB, you can see here, we went sideways. We had an inside week. So if KWEB, kind of has some selling, then, PDD could be an example of a stock, right? We rejected the gap fill. So if we break 103, then we will retest 197. But if you can get over 107, then we can go upside to fill the gap. But yeah, seems to be in a bear flag. If it breaks down, could have a lot more selling. So that's all I have for this week. I hope you have a great day.
Join Chase to trade with Rithika and other experts. Subscribe to LaDuc Trading YouTube channel for more Wolf's weekly wave list videos and other content.